Zoom recording. It's recording. Okay, hello everybody, welcome. Today we're going to hear from Gartner. We have two special guests and they are going to tell you all about Gartner and all about their summer webinar series. Go ahead, ladies.
Awesome. Well, hello, my name is Olivia. I don't know if you guys can see me. My name is Olivia Lagaman. I am a university recruiter here at Gartner, and we'll go a little bit more in depth in just a second.
Yeah, and my name is Nikki McTurk. I'm also a university recruiter with Gartner. So what we'll go into is just our agenda for today. We'll give you some information about both Olivia and I and how we ended up where we are today, what our company is, what our offices and our culture are like, as well as what we look for in potential candidates, and then go into our summer webinar series. So a little bit about me. I'm actually a graduate of Florida Gulf Coast University myself. I graduated in 2015, which seems like ages ago. I started off at Gartner as a campus project specialist and realized I loved my role in university recruiting so much that I was able to become an associate university recruiter and will have been in that position for almost a year.
And I'm a little bit similar. I graduated, obviously not from FGCU, but from UCF. I started at Gartner in one role as an account manager. So I started as a sales account executive hybrid role, and then just really found a ton of love for supporting the university recruiting team and just being able to join them on campus, that when an opportunity presented itself, I was able to apply and make that transition over to campus recruiting. And now I was an associate campus recruiter, and now I am a campus recruiter.
So what exactly is Gartner? At the root of it, we're the world's leading research and advisory company. We make sure that we're equipping leaders with insights, advice, and tools to help them achieve their mission-critical priorities and become the successful organizations of tomorrow. We have just a few statistics. We've had double-digit growth for over 36 consecutive quarters now, and I do understand it's summer, and a lot of you probably aren't really looking to do that much mental math. So that's over 9 years of consecutive growth, quarter after quarter. We work with over 15,000 specific client organizations in over 100 countries, and almost 75% of the Global 500 rely on us for all of our insights.
And ultimately, the way that we're able to do this is clients come to us and they ask us just any sorts of business questions. So how do I start a business? How do I create a new product? How do I sell this new product? More current events, how do I transition my employees to a remote workforce? How do I keep them motivated, right? So all of those types of questions that business leaders, CEOs, CIOs are going to need answers to. So that's why they come to Gartner, and we provide them with that information so they're able to make better strategic decisions.
We work with pretty much everyone which is in that C-level function. So when we think of CEOs, as well as CIOs, CMOs, Chief Human Resources Officers, really anything you can think of, we work with those C-levels to help them with different digitalization opportunities, help them save money, help them build their organizations to the way they want them to be, and ultimately, as Olivia mentioned, help them launch new products and services.
And basically what this slide and what we're looking at here is how our business unit, or how Gartner, is broken into 3 major segments. So our research segment, as you can see, is the largest, and that's where the clients just read articles. Just like you and I use Google, our clients use Gartner. And so they read articles and they are able to interact with those authors and those experts who wrote those articles. And then you can see our event section, which are our live, in-person, 100,000 attendee organizations that they're able to come to these events and interact with Gartner. And then our consulting as well, where we actually go on site to our clients' offices and locations, and we're able to help them build that roadmap, same way that we do it virtually, but just on site.
Okay. So going into our mission as a company and our office culture, This slide is really just to show you a few of the different locations. We'll go into our different office locations shortly, but all of our offices are equipped with really amazing workspaces where everyone can really interact with each other, open air concept floor plans to make sure that we're really allowing all of our associates to have that collaboration. Our offices also include cafeterias. So if you're someone who maybe isn't a great chef or can't see yourself bringing lunch to work every day, we do have amazing cafeterias with great food, as well as our office locations do have different fitness centers that are open for all associates at no charge.
And what our culture is, I think this is probably my favorite part, is just talking about all of the different aspects of Gartner. And so our CEO's favorite quote is, when you do the right things, results will follow. And that is really sort of the staple for our organization, that we understand that in the business world and in life that things happen out of our control right now more than ever. And so when we consistently come to work and we show up and we work hard, that's what our leaders are looking for us to do, and has created that type of culture for us. We also are all very driven and very just naturally competitive. We want to be the best versions of ourselves. As you can see with both Nikki and I's history, we've been able to both be promoted, and it has a very high promotion, high growth opportunity culture as well. Nikki, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I think another part of our culture that I love is that be humble and be hungry component. When you think about where you want to grow with an organization, the great mindset that I've learned from Gartner is to go in learning, knowing that you are going to be learning so much, and to be that sponge and to be humble enough to know that you're not going to be an expert at something immediately. But when you're constantly learning and you're expressing that desire to grow and to learn more and to move up in the company, there's going to be so many doors and so many opportunities that open for you. So just coming in with that mindset of, I can learn so much and then apply that as I grow will really serve you well in the organization. We're also really big on being involved within our local communities. So as we mentioned, Gartner has a few locations across the United States, and we're also a global organization as well. So we really put it in the hands of our associates to do the work that they want to do in the community. We have a program called Gartner Gives, and it matches donations dollar for dollar up to a certain amount. And so in the last 3 years, associates gave $3 million that was matched to the charities of their choice. We also have different outings where teams will get together and focus on a project that's really impactful for them. So we've had teams that have done Habitat for Humanity or worked at a local food pantry or animal shelter. So we really love that we're able to take the causes that we love and really have the company invest in that as well. That program I reference, Gartner Gives, is about 8,000 associates strong. So definitely a really big part of what we do on a day-to-day basis.
And when we think about like some potential opportunities that you as students may have, we have a really great program or design for students to come in and start their internships or start their early careers. And something just to think about as we look at our culture is it's really fun. It's really collaborative. Gartner truly embodies that work hard, play hard mentality. We have pool tables, we have ping pong tables that you are able to just take a break if you're stressed out or overwhelmed, that you can sort of just walk away from your work, take a break, and then come back. Also, as teams, we have a ton of team outings, team calibrations that you're able to just come together and really understand who you're working with 40 plus hours a week and really able to become lifelong friends.
And one thing I'd like to add too, one of the bullets here is an inclusion and engagement events. We have 4 employee resource groups at Gartner. We have Pride at Gartner, we have Mosaic at Gartner, which focuses on diversity and culture. We have Women at Gartner, and we have Veterans at Gartner. You don't have to necessarily identify with any one of those groups to be a member. It's something where every associate's welcome into it, and all the priorities of those employee resource groups are driven by the associates. So it's really amazing to go to those different events, to meet different associates and gain a different perspective, and be involved on that level as well. So we're also proud to be recognized as a great place to work. I'm not going to go through all of our accolades. I'm really excited to say that we have so many that it's impossible to go through all of them, but we've been recognized by Glassdoor, Fortune, Forbes, and LinkedIn many years in a row for being a Employee's Choice winner, for being most socially engaged, a most socially engaged company. So definitely really proud to year after year get these awards that show that we have great associates that make this a great place to work. So what we look for in candidates, I'll let Olivia kick this off.
Yeah. So we, as you can see, hire and search for students and individuals from all backgrounds, all majors, all areas of interest. We hire for IT, we hire for rotational programs. Again, I don't want to just read the slide, but you can see the broadness of roles that we hire for. And ultimately, these opportunities, the majority of them are based on traits. And so when you think of our client service roles and our sales roles and our people-facing roles, we really look for individuals who are like-minded. And I think on the next slide, Nikki.
Yeah.
Perfect. So when we think about looking for some of, just positions across the board, we like people who are just naturally problem solvers, people who want to look at a big picture and start putting the pieces together to fix it. We look for people who are really well spoken. As we mentioned earlier, Gartner's clients are C-level executives. And so we like to have people who are able to hold their own on those conversations, that can be professional, that can present themselves in a setting that matches and appropriate to be speaking with a CEO of a Fortune 500 organization. We look for people who want to consistently learn. Like Nikki said earlier, not everyone's going to be an expert at things right away. That's completely okay. We like for students and individuals to come to Gartner who just want to learn and who want to get better. For the champion mindset, that's sort of like what I mentioned, everyone's sort of competitive. And so we always want to be the best versions of ourselves. We always want to grow and be better. We look for people who have the right morals that match Gartner's morals, people who are able to be really quick on their feet and agile. Again, now more than ever with the pandemic and with just the world that we are in, things are changing hourly. And so we need people who are able to be really agile. And then lastly, we look for people who want feedback and who want to get better, people who take that coaching and that feedback in a really positive way.
So with that being said, we'd love to dive a little bit deeper into the summer webinar series that we're hosting over the next several weeks. And I do have something to share where we can dive deeper into that. So I'll let Olivia kick this off as well.
Yeah, so I love this program. I am so excited for it. So as we all know, we're having to do conversations remotely. Zoom is the new reality that we're in. And so what Gartner's had to do is adjust to that. And what we've created is we've created the summer webinar program that is going to allow you as students to join Gartner virtually and really, first off, learn about, is this an organization that I like? Is this an organization I can see myself working in? And if that's all yeses, which types of programs or which type of internship or full-time roles might I be interested in? And so one of the first, Nikki, we can scroll down a little bit. One of the first topics that we have are going to be career tracks. And so these are going to be all of the different departments and roles that we hire for. They are bringing individuals from their departments to talk through their positions, to talk through their day-to-day jobs, to talk through what each department is like, what a day in a life is like, and from for these different career tracks, you're going to hear from people who are very early in their career, you know, first year, all the way up to people who have been there, have worked their way up into management and VP levels. The goal of these career tracks is if you are unsure about what type of opportunity you want, or you know exactly what type of opportunity you want and you just want more information, these are the sessions you would be looking to join. We will also be having our professional development tracks. And so these tracks are going to be to help you build your resume, to build your brand, to understand how to interview and to prepare for interviews. So truly just building your professional skills to make you the best candidate in the future. And then our last sessions are going to be our executive speakers. And so our executives, our VPs are going to be joining us for these webinars to talk about their roles, their journeys, how they got to where they are, as well as sharing about their different departments. And so if you're interested in information technology, check out the conversation with Mike because he's our CIO. If you're interested in HR, check out our conversation with Robin. And just being able to learn about all of those different departments, their journeys, their history. So again, the goal here is for you to be able to walk out of this summer knowing very clearly, yes, I want to work for Gartner, or no, I don't. Either way is fine. And also being able to know which type of department or program you're going to be most passionate about, you're going to be most interested in.
And then I'd like to make this shout out as well. As you can see from this document, these conversations are happening on specific days and specific times. If you're really interested in one of them, but maybe you're working or you have class or there's some sort of time constraint where you're not able to make it, still sign up for it. All of our sessions are going to be recorded, but the best way to give you that recording is to have you register, because then we'll have your contact information and we can email it to you. We can call and make sure that you've received it. So again, if you have any interest, but there's a time conflict of some sort, still sign up, because we'll make sure that we get you that recording so that way you can go back and listen to it.
And then the last thing that I want to mention, or the last few things that I want to mention, are all of these webinars are completely free for you to join. You can join all 36 if you want. You can join none of them. It's truly up to you and what your interests are. Nikki and I are here to support you and to help you. And so I know if I were in your shoes in this position, I would have a million questions about the webinars and which ones to join and what should I be participating in. And I know I would be overwhelmed. And so Nikki and I are here to support you. You can email us, you can call us, you can text us, and we will be here to help you register for these webinars and help you get to the place that you want to be at. And Rose, I'm sure you have our contact information and we can just share when we send this out.
Is your contact information on this handout, the 3-page handout, the webinar series?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. Confirm it with you. That way you have it.
Okay. Perfect. And we are going to post this listing of this 3 pages of the summer webinar series right next to the recording on our website. So that will be really easily accessible for everyone to join that. Fantastic. Well, great. Well, thank you, Olivia and Nikki. This was wonderful, wonderful news for us. And I'm so excited about how you guys are keeping the excitement about Gartner going throughout the summer, even when it's kind of this crazy time and things are all up in the air, but we appreciate this. Anything last that you want to say?
Oh, yes. One more thing. Sorry, guys. I'm running a mile a minute. For the webinars, so if you guys sign up or register for 5 sessions and you attend them live, you will get a certificate. And the key to the certificate here is that it will be Gartner branded. You can put it on your resume, you can put it on your LinkedIn, and then you automatically have Gartner tied to your resume, which from my perspective as a recruiter looks amazing. And so definitely make sure that you take advantage of that certificate option.
Well, and don't you find that students are dealing with that question either right now in the middle of it or when this is all over. What did you do with your time during this COVID experience, and how did you continue to learn and grow as a student or as a new graduate? You know, this would be something that they could say, well, actually, I went to all these webinars.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be a really good opportunity to fill that.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. That's it.
Fantastic.
I'm done now.
Good. I like it. That's a good one. Nikki, anything last from you?
No.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Fantastic, ladies. Well, thank you so much.